When eternity learned to breathe, long before a cry pierced the silence of night, before straw felt the weight of glory, before shepherds trembled and angels sang, God spoke, not in riddles to confuse, but in promises to prepare. A deliverer would come, born not of human will alone, but of a woman, the seed who would be wounded, yet would crush the serpent's head. From the first fracture of Eden, God promised restoration, not abandonment. Generations later, the promise narrowed, not just a man, but your family, Abraham. Through your seed, blessing would spill beyond borders, tribes, and time itself. God was not improvising, he was unfolding. A king would rise from Judah, not borrowed authority, but rightful rule. The scepter would not depart until the one arrived to whom it truly belonged. Power would bow to infancy. A voice thundered through Isaiah's pen. The virgin will conceive, not metaphor, not myth, God with us, wrapped in flesh, named Emmanuel. He would not shout from heaven, he would step into the room. Darkness would not have the final word. A people walking in shadows would see a great light, not a philosophy, not a movement, but a child. And that child would carry names, too heavy for any cradle: Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Infinity learning to be held. He would rise not from palaces, but from obscurity, from Jesse's stump, life where none was expected, a branch bearing hope. God loves resurrecting what we call finished. The prophet narrowed the map further, not just Israel, not just Judah, but Bethlehem, small, unnoticed, ordinary. From you will come one whose origins are from eternity. The eternal chose a zip code. A forerunner would arrive first, a voice crying, "Prepare the way, straighten the path, the king is coming." God always announces himself for those willing to listen. A son would be called out of Egypt, retracing Israel's steps, succeeding where the nation failed. He would live our story perfectly. Rachel would weep, grief would echo through the streets, tears spilled for children taken too soon. Even sorrow was not outside the script. And when the moment finally came, not when Rome was ready, not when religion approved, but when heaven decided, the Word became flesh and dwelled among us. The Creator entered creation. The author stepped into the story, not to visit, not to rescue. He came not merely to be born, but to die, not merely to die, but to rise, to conquer death from the inside, to mend what sin shattered, to reconcile God and his most cherished creation. The cradle pointed to the cross opened the tomb, and the tomb stood empty, so we could be made new. This is not a seasonal story. This is the hinge of history. The Incarnation is God saying, "I will come myself." And he did. Merry Christmas, and God bless.